Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by my channel. My name is Ama Lightworker. For those of you who don't know me, thank you to all of my returning subscribers. I am doing this series of videos for N19 for each and every sign of the zodiac. I am shuffling a few cards from a few different decks. I always tell you the meaning of the card first, and then I tune in psychically to hear the spirit and spirit guides as to why that card showed up for you, what is the psychic message that it carries for you. Please always remember that these are general readings. If you like to have your very own private consultation, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. And of course, all of my contact information is listed below down here in the Show More description box. For those of you who are interested to know more, I made a whole new video for each and every sign of the zodiac for download and purchase through Vimeo.com. Again, for those of you who are interested. In the Vimeo videos, I am doing an Akashic reading for you for each and every sign of the zodiac. And in addition to that, I'm also opening one more card to give you also some messages from the tarot cards. The link for the Vimeo videos, if you are interested, again, you are going to find it down here below in the Show More description box. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you are not subscribed yet, when you subscribe, remember to turn on the bell notification icon and to set your preference to be notified every time there is activity on this channel. Always remember that I do a few live streamings for each month. I always do a live Akashic reading, live YouTube streaming for each and every sign of the zodiac for each mid-month. On top of everything else that I do, and you want to be notified about that. Happy time to you if you celebrate time, and remember, February 4th signifies the new year in terms of energies. 20 doesn't start to kick in full until February 4th. So for those of you who have an understanding of energy, Okay, please understand that the new year actually energetically starts every year on February 4th, and of course it's very close to the Chinese New Year as well. So happy energetic year to all of us. Thank you. Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. The general feelings that I am picking up for you for 18 have to deal with love, partnerships. For some of you, it could be about some kind of a partnership, could be in business. Big changes for some of you in regards to your love life and love matters. Expect the unexpected. Some of you are going to be dealing with new situation or changes that maybe you did not foresee coming. The wheel of your fortune suddenly turns around for the better, and there's going to be new developments also in regards to finances, a situation from the past. You have to readdress it again, and it could also be for some of you that you have to deal with important paperwork, important applications, opening a case, could be a legal case. So addressing your most immediate needs. Now let's break it down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up for you, this is the Two of Wands. To me, it means thinking about or building the foundation as to where do you want to go from now. It also means struggle of choices for its own sake. And to me personally, it also means partnership, either in love or in friendship. So two people coming together, or a group of people coming together in the sense of working together as a team, in the sense of partnership, toward working a future goal together. So now, allow me to tune in so I can hear psychically why this card showed up for you. Some of you are preparing to take a physical travel for which you need to make arrangements. You could be looking forward to this travel and eventually even moving. For some of you, it's not about you personally traveling or you personally being presented with an opportunity to move. This could be happening to someone in your life with whom you are linked. This could be a family member, this could be a spouse, this could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend with whom you live together. For some of you, it could be about a business partner that maybe is thinking about moving or doing some kind of a long travel. So when this news will be revealed to you, you surely are going to have to take a step back to think everything. Where do you want to go from now? What happens now? For some of you, you are really going to be very excited about these new changes. You could be thinking about opening a business. You want to put some information out there in the media, in the social media. You could be thinking about a presentation. You'll be thinking about a symposium, conferences. You get an invitation to go to these symposium, conferences. You'll be invited to be a speaker, a guest speaker. You are going to have opportunities and chances being presented to you, okay? So you can showcase something. Maybe you need to talk about a website that you have. Maybe you need to talk about a business idea. Maybe you need to advertise about a business that you already have. Maybe you need to talk about a product that you are trying to launch, maybe on your behalf or on the behalf of the company that you are working, or a talent that you have. You'll be have a chance and an opportunity to arrange for an audition of some kind, or to give like a performance to showcase your talent, and then wait to see if you are going to be picked for something that is going to turn your career around. Some of you are thinking about things of the past, relationships of the past. You could be thinking about places where you used to live, okay? And there's going to be some communication back and forth with some people with whom you haven't been in touch in a long time. Some of you could be thinking about a possible gathering, a possible get-together, or a possible reunion. There's going to be news, information, communication going back and forth. For some of you, the kind of communication that seems to be important is going to be online. You'll be receiving important comments online if you post anything online. Messages, text messages, emails, online communication seems to be very highlighted for you. And for some of you, it could be about talking to someone with whom you are romantically linked, maybe flirting, maybe trying to get to know one another. There's going to be a lot of online interaction, unless some of you decide to sign up for online dating. That will also be happening for some of you. The next card that you have is the Lovers. To me, it means partnership, feeling in tune with each other's needs. Sudden, unpredictable changes. It means love, but it also means friendship. Union, meetings, choice, travel, and personal property. So allow me to tune in so I can figure out what does this mean for you, so I can hear psychically what the Spirit has to say about this. For some of you, there's a sense of you being blessed because the angel in the picture is trying to bring two people together. So he's trying to bring together you and someone with whom you develop a relationship. Some of you already have this person in your life. You already have a relationship, and You are going to feel very loved by your partner in the month of big plans are in the making. I don't necessarily see a marriage proposal, but I keep hearing that big positive changes are happening to a relationship that you have, or if you are married, even to the marriage that you have already created and built. You need not to fantasize so much and not to be so much in your head. Whatever your partner is telling you, or if it is that you're flirting with someone, try not to exaggerate that in your mind to create a story and then run away with that story, okay? Wait to see what happens. Some of you could be getting a surprise of tickets to a trip, tickets to a show. I keep getting tickets. Somebody surprising you with tickets. And maybe it's also that could be happening for some of you. For other Leos, you really need to focus on the choices that you have right now. Some of you could be thinking that you want to have a relationship, you want to be physically intimate with someone. And it does feel that you are going to put that wish, that energy out there with the hopes of attracting someone. Some of you Leos could be taking a chance or a risk in love. It feels like when it comes to love, when it comes to dating, whatever form of dating you could be doing is like just dipping your toes in water, testing the waters, checking it out, how it works, if it is for you. They are encouraging you that if you are single and you like to attract someone, this would be the next, starting from going forward in the next few months, this would be a great time for you to test out the waters, okay? Maybe sign up in more than just one dating website. Go out more, make new friends, make new acquaintances. You are going to attract new friends, business opportunities. For some of you, I also keep hearing a radio show in the making, something that has to deal with a radio show in the making. The timing where you are going to attract this partner, for those of you who are single, to you is going to feel divinely timed. And when you meet this person, it's going to be very clear to you how come you weren't able to attract this person sooner. Again, the timing is going to be different for everybody, but definitely this year, 19, some of you are going to have a very important relationship developing. Of course, the month when that's going to happen is going to be different, but they're telling me that you need to keep your hopes up. So don't give up on the hopes of meeting someone with whom you are going to be compatible with, because the problem with some of you Leos is not simply to attract someone. That would be very easy for you. The problem is that you need to attract someone with whom you are compatible. The next card that you have is the Four of Swords. To me, it means a meditative, sleep-like state, making peace and relaxation, focusing on what truly matters in life, reflect on what is important to you, grateful that the worst did not happen. To me, it also means convalescence, meaning like recovering after an illness or a surgery. So time for recovery and recuperation. Gratefulness. For some of you, the way how you are going to deal with some sudden changes that be affecting your circumstance, it's very interesting, because for some of you, this is a general reading after all, for some of you, those sudden unpredictable changes that are happening in your love life not necessarily make you happy. However, when all of this is over, you are going to be grateful that the relationship proceeded the way you did or went to a specific direction. Things happened the way they did. You'll not be able to see that right away. But in the next upcoming months, if you find yourself to be single again, you are going to be grateful for the way the events, why the events led to you being single. There is a lot going on behind the scenes. There is a lot that maybe you did not see about this person because maybe you were in denial. Maybe you were refusing to see and accept the truth. Some of you are really going to be focused on your body, maybe getting a personal trainer. You could be signing up for courses or classes, aerobics classes, Zumba, I don't know what else, maybe going for yoga. You are going to really intensively focus on your health, your body. You'll be changing the way you eat. For some of you, you could be getting a call. Maybe it's time, or a reminder, maybe it's time for your annual checkups with your healthcare providers. Something will be coming around for a second time because either you missed something the first time, maybe you need to correct something, could be paperwork, and maybe you need to correct something, could be a paper that you are working on, a book that you are working on, a presentation that you are working on. Maybe you need to go over some spelling mistakes. Maybe you forgot to put important signatures at the end. So some work that you think that you thought that you did, you're completed, is going to turn around again, and you are going to be very grateful for that because it's going to give you a chance to make it better. For some of you, if you filled up some forms, paperwork, or applications, you have to fill them up again. But to me, it feels like this is a good thing that this be happening. I keep getting an image of a school and how some of you could be receiving some great news coming to you from an institution of learning. For some of you, maybe you applied for a teaching position or a assistant teaching position, and now you'll be receiving news that a job position is available, or maybe you'll be going to a job interview and even landing a job. So I keep getting great positive energy for anybody who has to deal, work, study, or in other ways, things that have to deal with a learning institution. And I also keep hearing that some of you are going to be receiving news of acceptance to a college. Not be about you personally, could be about a child, a grandchild that you have. I keep getting being very grateful about something that will be accepted. Maybe this application that you are filling up for the second time now will be accepted, or acceptance needs to happen in other forms. Nevertheless, you, Leo, need to figure out where is this sense of acceptance that is happening, because you are going to get a certain sense of acceptance also happening. The next card that you have is Memories of Love. So to me it means reminiscing over simple pleasures in life, reminiscing over the past, memories of childhood, nostalgia. It could be nostalgia about an old relationship. It also means take the time to smell the roses, because very soon you are going to be busy again. So enjoy the moment now. You need to take every chance and opportunity to reflect. If you like meditation, to meditate, to think, but you need to take every chance and opportunity to simply be with yourself so that you can check in with yourself, how you feel, what do you like, what goals you need to set. You need to feel rested, and you need to sleep a little bit more, because for some of you, I keep getting that to you is going to feel like you are not getting enough rest, or you are not getting enough sleep. Again, for some of you, it feels like some unresolved issue from the past is going to come back because you need to go over it again. This time around, it has to deal with a family situation, a family circumstance that you have to readdress it again. For some of you, it has to deal with something in regards to a legal case or courts, things of that nature. That not necessarily be a personal situation to you. It could be something like that happening in the family or affecting the family. Some of you are going to get some really good news from a family member, and you are going to be quite enthusiastic about it. You may be preparing for some kind of a family gathering or family reunion later on, and I keep making plans about some kind of a summertime gathering, summertime reunion, or even summertime vacations plans are coming forward. Family is going to be at the forefront. For some of you, you are going to put a lot of emphasis on being with family, spending time with them. Surely the meaning of the family will take a whole new meaning for some of you Leos. I also keep getting that for some of you, you end up adopting a pet, buying a pet, spending time with animals. I keep getting a lot of you enjoying being around children and animals. You are going to have some kind of a romantic candlelight dinner. You'll be drawn to dimming the lights every now and then, and maybe light a few candles. For some of you, I keep getting some kind of a spiritual ceremony, where you're going to maybe change the energy around your home. Maybe you're going to sage your home. Maybe you could be doing Reiki to change the energy of your home or your office. For some of you, you are going to be drawn to something spiritual, that makes you feel empowered. Maybe you're going to be doing tapping for wealth, EFT, or I don't know specifically what is it called, but you are going to address something that has to do with money, finances, how you attract money and finances. You are going to be addressing that at a spiritual dimension. What can you do through divination tools to attract more money and finances? The next card that you have is the Wheel. Archangel Michael, a time for positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. If you have been running into blocks, they are going to turn out to be temporary blocks. If timing was an issue, it was meant to be happening that way. For some of you, there's going to be a big promotion coming in. Not necessarily that is going to happen right now in May, but definitely energies, planetary movements, things that are happening behind the scenes, or so to speak, your spiritual soldiers, your spiritual cheerleaders are working on the other side to bring to you some kind of a big commission, big money, or a promotion. But the first thing that I heard was a promotion. Based on how a circumstance that is related to family is going to go, you end up receiving a property or money through, depending on how a family circumstance is going to move forward, is going to develop. Not necessarily they are talking about inheritance, but a family will have something to do with money showing up for you. If you are running a business, if you are looking to partner up with a partner, it feels like you could be getting a lot of orders, you could be getting a lot of sales, you'll be getting a lot of clients. Some of you are really going to be busy with work. Maybe you're going to work more hours, therefore making more money. Whatever energy you are going to be putting into making money, is going to be very successful. So it's going to be well worth it. So put a lot of energy into anything that has to deal with money. Maybe work. That's how you make money. Some of you, money could be showing up through publishing. I keep getting publishing, ebooks, hardcover books, printed books, articles. Maybe you're going to publish some kind of an article in a journal. For some of you, you could be running ads, okay? And you're going to be getting more sales because you are doing these ads and advertisement. The situation, if you find yourself dealing with a legal situation, courts, trial, lawsuits, or a legal aspect to a situation, and you have not been able to move forward, to proceed forward, that situation will be turning around. You'll be asked to provide a testimony, could be a spoken or an oral testimony. You'll be asked to provide some evidence. You'll be asked to file for something, or that could be your desire. You decide to file for something that has to deal with courts, the legal aspect to a situation, and the justice system. I also keep hearing that for some of you, you could be applying to get a visa. You'll be applying to be granted the citizenship. You could be filling out forms that have to do with immigration and citizenship. And I also keep getting the impression of some of you trying to learn about a new language, trying to master a new language, or even trying to learn more about a new culture, trying to learn more about spirituality and metaphysics, like Reiki, astrology, anything that falls in that category. And I keep getting that surely for you, if you find your optimism being shattered a little bit by the end of the month or throughout the summer, if it doesn't happen by the end of the month, you are surely going to find yourself having that renewed sense of optimism and outlook in your life again. So where you are headed, things are going to be okay. This is the karmic wheel of your fortune turning around for the better. Okay, but here and there, you're going to have some delays or blockages that are going to turn out eventually to be only temporarily blocks. I hope that this is making sense to you. Do comment down here below if you'd like to know more. I already uploaded a whole new video for you on Vimeo for download and purchase if you are interested. The link is again right here in the show more description box. If you'd like to have a private personal reading, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. Thank you again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will connect with you again in the next videos. Bye, Leo.